Today I will be teaching you how to read a candlestick chart and what exactly are candlesticks. So if you were to go on any trading website, you'll see a chart looking like this. So a series of what seem like boxes over and over again, and probably you're having a hard time understanding what's going on. So these are called candlesticks, and I will be explaining to you how to read these right now. So have this image help me out cover the anatomy of candlesticks. And to get started, there are two different types of candlesticks. The bullish one, which means that price is increasing and it's usually colored in green. And then there is the bearish one, which means that price has been decreasing during the time frame that we set for this candle. And okay, so both of these have a body and wicks. And body means that essentially the difference that it made from the opening price to the closing one. So in a bullish candle, the opening price will be lower than the closing price, meaning that the price has increased during the duration of the candlestick. So you can see that the open and the close is the difference from essentially form in the candlestick. And same like the bearish one, the it has an opening price and the closing price, but instead these are reverted. So the opening price is above the closing price, and the difference between these two is the difference that this candle had in the price. So a real life example of this would be, let's take for example this candle right here, which is the active candle. The rightmost candle is where the active price is happening. So this candle has not closed yet, it's still active, and I'm currently on the daily time frame. So you can see that there are different time frames which essentially specify how long a candle should last. So I'm currently on the daily. So this candle will close at the end of the trading day that we have right now. And let's say this candle opened at the price that we see on the right hand side, so 1.246600, and it's currently at 1.25061. You can see there is a slight difference on the upside. So it started at a lower price and it's currently at a higher price. This means that it's a bullish candle, and there is a slight difference in the price. And let's take a bullish example. Let's take uh, the one before that. The price started at around 1.25, let's say. Let's round things up, and it closed at around half of that, so 1.24660. So let's say a 0.005 difference between the opening and the closing price. So this represents the body. So the body is where the difference from the opening to the closing price. And then we have these tails or wicks, as they're called, representing the highest point that price has gotten and the lowest point on the downside. And these are the same for both bullish and bearish candles. So the high on the wick, you can see, and the low are the same for both of these candles. So let's take a lower time frame and let's go on to the 5 minute, let's say. Let me just scale that up. So you can see that we are currently on a live market. So you can see that the candle here is changing prices constantly. You can see that the price has reached up to this point. So at some point, this candle was fully green without any wick, but then the price has dropped down, and this meant that this has left a wick. And you can see that as price is dropping down closer to the opening price, the wick is getting longer and longer. So essentially the wick is where price has reached and gotten back to uh, on a candle. And so the body is the difference, and the wick is where the price has reached and reversed downwards or upwards, depending on if this is a bearish or a bullish candle. So for example, this one here, the price at some point reached this area right here and then reverted back to closer to the opening price, leaving a long wick on that candle. So you can now understand and see how candlesticks work. The opening price of a candle is the previous candle's closing price, and this goes on and on you can see that each of the candles align uh, the closing and opening price, and you can now understand how things work with candles. And hopefully this video was useful to you. So you can see that now the candle is moving upwards. You can see that it has shifted further and further from the starting position of where it opened from the previous bearish candle. So through this you can understand how you can see when there is a lot of momentum on the upside, so bullish momentum, you can see that a continuation of many green candles or bullish candles going on, and this is what we're having right here. So you can see that price is increasing constantly and it's going upwards. So using candles you can spot that this is an uptrend, and you can choose your entry wisely using the candlesticks and how these are forming. Obviously there are different formations of candlesticks and patterns, which I do not have the time to do so as this is a beginner's video, but I will be covering patterns and candlestick patterns and all that kind of stuff in later on videos. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe onto the channel, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.